The Sunflower State, the site of our clash today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jayhawks offense will go to work first. K-State was able to outlast the Jayhawks in a tight one the last time these two clashed in the Sunflower Showdown.
It was EMA for Kansas State. Every man a Wildcat, and they needed all of them in that game. They showed up right down to the very end, made the plays they needed, David, to win it.
Yeah, and they got to hold the trophy.
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the air, it's Daniels. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Johnson looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on target this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. On the run, it's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
And I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
The hand to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. Past the 45. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. He's loose on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're facing a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Sets up the screen. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Safe completion on the screen. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. No good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Shakes off the defender. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Whether it's rock chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Right on the money. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To slam in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3.
19, Kansas State, 7.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Past the first down marker and still running. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. The Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
Caught over the middle. It's Oakland. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave them a little bit of hope.
This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.